Doug Walker. You're watching The Crazy House, Crazy McCormick.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Crazy House. I am Crazy McCormick. Yes, it is a new year. What's going on, y'all? Let's see, what is it? Dragon Slayer's already up in the chat right now. My New Year's was amazing, dude. Spent time with friends. I hope that you had a great New Year's. I did, actually. Um, Talked a little bit about it last week, and there was a lot of other stuff that I ended up talking about. So, archives, they're a thing. It's wonderful. So, anyways, um, this has been a very exhausting week. And when I say exhausting, I mean literally exhausting. Every night I try to go to bed at midnight, and it ends up being me fucking waking up somewhere between 1 to 4 hours later, and I can't get back to sleep. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've really ever had this problem with insomnia or anything of the like, but things are getting pretty stressful as far as I'm seeing. and probably for good reason too. But we'll get into that later. So, with that being said, I know that it's a it's a very small community that's watching me right now. It is what it is. Make sure that you share the fuck out of this if you haven't already. Smash that like button. I gotta really help out. I gotta really get the algorithm noticing me again, because god damn it, I deserve it. What up, L? Happy New Year. Thank you. I appreciate that. But we got some news that we got to fucking jump into. So let's go ahead and get into that. By the way, if you didn't notice, this is the shit. I fucking got a new transition thing, and I figured out how to use it. Bam! How do you like that? So first and foremost, we got to talk about this Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival going on in June. I guess this was just recently announced. So there's a couple of surprises that are going to be up on here. For some reason, there's a few that, like, this is another one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking. It's another festival. ICP's been doing all of these festivals lately, and for some fucking reason, they have not yet. There's been no hide nor hair of anything involving the ICP farewell tour. Seems that Violent J and Shaggy seem to be enjoying the downtime that they have right now. Shaggy with his Shaggy Show, which is subpar, honestly, in comparison to Shaggy and the Creep. But what can you do about it? Ouija Macc. And then then you got Violent J that's really putting his focus in on JCW, putting his stamp on that. Although I really haven't seen a whole lot with JCW other than the stuff that they have going on during the shows. Like I said last week when I was talking about Big Ballers, they recorded 2 episodes of JCW during that time in between sets. Um, Other than that, they've been just doing the Big Four and these pop-up music festivals. So this one, the Bonnaroo fucking Bungalow, whatever the fuck. Uh, let's be honest here. I'm not interested in these fucking music festivals, other than the gathering of the Juggalos. But it doesn't even matter who they fucking book. But this one's going to be in Manchester, Tennessee, from June 12th to the 15th, and I will refresh everybody's memory when it starts getting closer to that date. Some of these people that they have up on this bitch, quite a few names that I fucking recognize. Most of them I don't, because it seems like these are just a series of fucking bands that are comparable to the band Watershed that Insane Clown Posse talked about in their fucking book. But some of the names that they have up on here that I do recognize Luke Combs, obviously Insane Clown Posse, and those two are names that are available on Thursday. And this is a 5-day music festival, is what it's looking like. Friday, the only names that I can see are that I recognize are Tyler the Creator, Megadeth, and Slightly Stupid. I did see that people on social media did like some of the other juggalos, like Acetone. He said that he recognizes a few other names like JPEG Mafia. That one I don't know who the fuck that is. Saturday, Olivia Rodrigo is a name that I do recognize. I don't listen to that, but Avril Lavigne is definitely a name that I recognize, as you can clearly see up on here. Nelly is on Saturday. And then another one that I was surprised that a lot of people, oh yeah, Modest Mouse. I see Modest Mouse on there, but one that I am surprised that people were not pointing out on Saturday was Action Bronson. I heard about Action Bronson like back in 2012, 2013. This dude was on YouTube making rap songs talking about fucking wrestlers. Like a lot of wrestling fucking characters, a lot of wrestling lingo in his shit. Action Bronson is funny. I actually do enjoy Action Bronson. Although it's been a very long time since I've seen Action Bronson or even heard of him, heard his music or anything of that nature. But nevertheless, I like Action Bronson. So anybody who don't like Action Bronson can go fuck themselves. I'm a wrestling fan, and that's why I like Action Bronson. Sunday, the last day, literally barely anybody on this fucking list. I'm taking a good look at this list, and I am not recognizing anybody except for Queens of the Stone Age, possibly Natasha Bedingfield. That name does sound familiar. Now, this is interesting to me. There is somewhere in here. I'm trying to look here. Glorilla. But then there's also like another band name on Sunday, and it said Gorilla T. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. At first, I thought I saw the name Gorilla on there twice. And I was like, okay, now they just need to create and finish the trifecta with the band Gorillaz and put it on this music festival. But some of these names that are on here is just like, I don't recognize a vast majority of these names. It's like, who the fuck are these people? Mannequin Pussy. It's like, okay, did Nashville Pussy rename themselves or something like that and got rid of the fucking rebel flags? Like what the fuck? Introducing the Infinity Stage, the world's largest 360-degree spatial audio experience. Okay, did that was that not in existence before? I don't know. Plus, and then on the top right here it says plus King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard Rue Residency 3 sets 3 days. Don't know what that's to be expected, but hey, if this tickles your pickle, go ahead and check it out. I'm sure that you'll be able to listen to a bunch of fucking hippies other than, the Juggalos themselves, which were a bit more aggressive hippies, I guess. I don't know why we're being called hippies. Ask Hulk Hogan about that one. So there you go. There's that, and I will remind everybody about the Bonnaroo Boogaloo fucking festival. It's probably sometime in May is what I'm going to venture. Hold on a second. Okay, there's something that's bothering me about this. Like something happened to my fucking shit like before I started the show, and everything got all fucking wonky, and so now it's bothering me. So I need to fix this. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. All right. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to okay. What's this next one? Yeah. So yeah, Insane Clown Posse. There you go. That should have been the first fucking picture, but I'm not a very smart guy. Okay, so the next thing is we do have a flyer week up. I can't fucking talk. Brain is not braining right now. See what I was talking about when I was saying that I'm having a severe lack of sleep. This is this is what I'm fucking saying, bro. Like I'm having such a hard time fucking braining right now. I'm trying. Okay, so the next thing that I have up here is an update for Juggalo weekend. We have our set lists and we have our fucking bands that are going to be up on this bitch. So Friday, and I actually saw this on Instagram through Darby before I saw it through Insane Clown Posse. That Darby is going to be on the Friday night show. Lardy B, Chris Calico, and ICP is doing the Tunnel of Love show. So this is probably going to be another one of those full LP or full EP type of concerts. So in this case, with Tunnel of Love being the EP. Now this is interesting to me because the first DCG Con that happened at the Gibraltar Center in Detroit, Michigan, they did a doubleheader kind of lineup when it concerned Beverly Kills 50187 and the Terror Wheel in their entireties, all in one set. They didn't do the same thing. They didn't do the same thing for DCG Con 2. However, DCG Con 3, they are doing the Tunnel of Love show. And it makes sense too, because of it being on Valentine's Day and everything. It's like, what better album for ICP to be performed on Valentine's Day than this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this album. This album's going to be an interesting fucking addition to the full album line, like shows that they do. But the album itself is not that long. You know, it's only like what, 9 tracks? Something like that. So they're gonna have to provide a bit of filler, or maybe do another full album in its entirety. I don't know if that's a possibility or not, because I mean, like, the album is like what? Yeah, like I said, it's like 9 tracks, and that's including Mental Warp and not including the bonus phone number hidden track that they had up on there. But I'm actually not, now that I'm seeing the set list, I am a little bit more excited about what they're providing. I love the fact that they do have Darby fucking doing the damn thing. And then they're bringing back Lardy B, which personally I think Lardy B is quite fuckable for a fat girl. She's got those DSLs, you know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, you also have a live taping of JCW Lunacy. Then Saturday, they have another live taping of JCW Lunacy. Tierra Diaz, who I have not ever listened to, so that might be something I'm gonna have to listen to just to check it out. Whitney Payton, which you know, like after that fucking after that Lil Wayne cover that Violent J and Light did, and he was talking about how he's trying to fucking hit it with Whitney Payton, but she's like a lesbian, so whatever. You know, like, I'm surprised that Whitney Payton is willing to work for Insane Clown Posse again, but nevertheless, we got Whitney Payton, and she is very, very fucking fine. Another thing when it concerns Whitney Payton is I've never really listened to her music. I know, like, fucking somebody's gonna be just like, give me your jug card, blah blah blah. I'm sure that there's some people out there, especially motherfuckers who don't like me, that are already just looking for a reason for me to try to revoke my fucking Juggalo card. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Fuck you. And then of course you got Ouija Macc, which, as I've said before multiple times, Ouija Macc sounds like any other fucking SoundCloud rapper, is just blending the wicked shit into it, but at least he knows what he's doing, and I love the energy that he gives when he's on the stage. This motherfucker commands a fucking stage, and he knows how to do it, and doing it well. And then, of course, you got Insane Clown Posse that's going to be headlining the show once again. However, I have been noticing that there have been a lot of times that when ICP is performed, have you noticed lately that whenever ICP performs, I mean, if assuming you go to the shows, so if you go to the shows, this question is for you. Have you not noticed that Insane Clown Posse tends to rely more on the old school tracks rather than trying to put out anything on the second, like that's come out on the second deck recently? Like lately, a lot of the stuff that they do on their fucking shows have just been the old school shit. They're not really adding into the set list a lot of the newer stuff. And I don't know if it's because, you know, they're holding off, like they're holding a soft spot for the old stuff, the stuff that got them to the dance, or if it's just they feel like, you know, in hindsight, everything that's going on the second deck is just fucking wax sauce in comparison. So why fucking bother? Like, how many Insane Clown Posses have I, you know, how many Insane Clown Posse shows have I gone to since they released Yum Yum Bedlam? and they haven't sang a single fucking song from Yum Yum Bedlam. It's weird. I find that very awkward. You would think that since they came out with a new album, that they would start integrating that into their fucking set list. But no, I personally have not gone, like, since they released Yum Yum Bedlam, I have gone to 3 shows in the last year, and not once have I heard anything from Yum Yum Bedlam. When Yum Yum Bedlam came out and they were doing shows, I did not hear anything from Yum Yum Bedlam. Haven't heard anything from the Seeds either. Nothing. Nathan. Nada. So it's very weird that they're relying solely on a lot of their old school shit. Hey, I'm not complaining though. I'm just pointing that out. I just find that fucking awkward. And now that I'm taking a look at the DCG Con logo, it is in fact the fucking creature that is taking over the Dark Carnival. This big massive blob with eyes all over the motherfucking place. And I'm seeing that, and it's attacking the fucking riddle box for some reason. Had to figure out a way on how to incorporate the riddle box into this somehow. And it's like the first 2 Joker cards, there was actually a figure that was on the forefront. This time it's DCG Con being the fucking forefront. And speaking of DCG Con, I gotta point this out to you guys. If you guys were here last week watching my motherfucking show, you heard me complain a lot about the whole thing with Woosta and how much money it's going to cost and all this other shit. And personally, I feel like I am justified in my argument as to why it would be such a problem. And I said the only way that I would be willing to go to Juggalo weekend, because like I set a goal. After the last Juggalo weekend, I set a goal. I wanted to do all 4 of the big 4 back to back to back to back, right? And with the price of Juggalo weekend, it really fucking took the wind out of my sails, because I really wanted to fucking make that show, but I didn't think it was going to be that fucking expensive. Like $300 to do DCG Con and the Juggalo weekend concerts. However, yeah, and then on top of that, like on the Tix app, they only had it so you could either do one night of Juggalo weekend, the other night of Juggalo weekend, both nights of Juggalo weekend, and both nights of Juggalo weekend and the entire con, and that was the $300 ticket boy. However, now they also have separated it so that way you can go to the con separate from all of that shit. And now it's like, yeah, okay, so I guess they figured that out and they got that all taken care of now. Hold on. I've been fiending for a fucking hit. Anyways, so in my last episode of the Crazy House, I was complaining up and down about the price of the tickets. There's been a lot of people that I believe have been complaining about the price of the tickets. You know, we're not even in the second deck era, all right? We're in the buy or buy era at this point. Hey, Jay said it himself. I'm just going to throw it back in his clowny fucking face. However, I said that the only way that I'd be willing to go to Juggalo weekend is if they put me up on an event to do my fucking NES tournament thing that I did 10 years ago at DCG Con in Denver. Well, guess who's going to be going to the fucking Juggalo weekend to do an event? This fucking guy. That's right. My last minute, not very flattering fucking selfie of me holding a Nintendo that I had to take at the last minute out of fucking panic and frustration. I took this 15 minutes prior to the show. But that's goddamn right. I, Crazy McCormick, got the call. Turned out sometime last week, and I actually have to thank Candy Bars for posting this and sharing this. But DCG Con ended, they ended up having a fucking deal where they were like, "Hey, do you want to be a vendor, or do you have an idea for an event at DCG Con? Well, hit us up at such and such email." So I did. I got an email back then a couple of days later saying, "Do you have a phone number we can contact you?" I gave him my phone number. Robert Bruce fucking gives me a call within that day, and I spent an hour talking to him about what I plan to do, how I want to curate it, and all this other stuff. We talked about video games. I helped him out with some other information about other things that are going to be going on at DCG Con, which I feel like I have some slight interest in a couple of these things. But the one thing that he and I could not fully fucking agree on is exactly how I wanted to do this event, because he's only giving me a 2-hour thing. Let me show you guys exactly what it is that I'm fucking planning on, alright? So, with that being said, give me a slight second here. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I have intended on. Alright, so you've got this motherfucker. Give me a second. I unfortunately was not able. Okay, so this is what I've got going on. Alright, there are 3 games that I'm going to be playing. Alright, this is my idea. This was the idea. So you got 3 video games, and I'm basically giving you guys the exclusive because I don't know when Jumpsteady's going to be posting any of this, but there's 3 video games that we have in mind. These are the ones that we agreed on. Galaga, Super Mario Brothers, and Punch-Out. These are the 3 games. What we agreed on is that we're gonna play. These are the things that we agreed on. Now, what I suggested was that we play these 3 games back to back to back. Now, I don't know if he thought that I was saying, okay, you have to beat these games in their entirety back to back to back. Impossible. That's impossible to fucking do. Okay, especially with a 2-hour time frame. Now, give me a second. I'm sure that there's there's probably like a fucking echo or something like that, so I took care of that. No. So this is what I told him. This is one of the things that I wanted to do. Galaga. Okay? You start off by playing. We agreed we're going to start off by playing Galaga. You get 20,000 points. You move on to the next game, which is Super Mario Brothers. Alright, then after you move to Super Mario Brothers, you have to get through level 1, 2 in order to advance. Right? And then after that, you play Punch-Out. Got it? So Galaga first, 20,000 points. Super Mario Brothers, you beat 1, 2. No matter how you beat it, whether you capture the flag at the end of the level or warp, I don't care. As long as you get there fast. Okay, and then after that, it's Punch-Out, right? The idea basically is to try to go through all 3 of these games. Now, Punch-Out, though, I set it at you need to beat Piston Honda first. Alright? Now, I was able to do this successfully. So, yeah, this is me actually playing my own fucking thing. So go ahead and time me. So the idea behind this game, Galaga's the shit. And I personally felt like Galaga would be a game that Rob could actually relate to. So yeah, this is all you got. You got fucking Galaxians just flying everywhere, killing demon bugs from outer space. Alright, so This is a little cheat that I found that really helps out with the fucking game. So this actually will help out quite a bit. See, look at that. I've already got 10,000 points, right? Now, see, if I got that last one, it would have been dope, right? All right, so I've already surpassed 20,000. So at that point, it stops. Then we go over to Super Mario, right? Super Mario 1. Get past World 1, 2. Just to be an asshole. Okay, so yeah, and I'm playing on my regular Nintendo Mini. Okay, so like we're just keeping this going. Okay, so we got this. World 1, 2. I hope somebody stopped watching this motherfucker. Son of a bitch. See, like, it's very simple to fucking get through all of this. Okay, so we've just beat World 1, 2. And then after that, you go on to fucking Punch-Out. Yeah, I'm speedrunning my own fucking shit. So now you got Glass Joe. So you have to beat Glass Joe, you have to beat Von Kaiser, and then after that you have to fight against, you know, good old what's-his-face, Piston Honda. So like this was the shit. Like I'm speedrunning. This is what I had in mind. Like, everybody knows this shit. And sometimes he gets right back up. Now stay the fuck down, you asshole. Like, if you can get that 42-second on the button, boy, then good. Otherwise, you've got to deal with this shit. Okay, so I got it a minute later than I should have, right? That's his 100th loss, so Glass Joe just has no choice but to retire, you know? But then you got Von Kaiser, right? So, like, you see how fast I was able to get through that, but sometimes you make a mistake. You know, sometimes you make a mistake. Even the best players are going to make a mistake every now and then. Now, granted, that was pointless, but still. Okay, whatever. Ooh, hit that button on 111. So, once again, Von Kaiser. And you gotta go through this shit as fast as you possibly can. That's the thing. That's the beauty of the speed run. And that's also the reason why I'm showing this to you motherfuckers. So anybody else that's watching, I could possibly just show this off. And be like, okay, here's some tips and tricks. Now you do it. You emulate the shit and figure out how to do the shit. Okay, I've already got him knocked down once. Now, if I hit him with a fucking jawbreaker, then I would have done better. Okay, maybe not. Now, people are gonna probably... Yeah, look at this motherfucker. Oh, whatever. Shut up. Go away. See, bam. Right there. Like, it's not that hard. And then, as soon as he says TKO, bam. As soon as it says Piston Honda's knocked the fuck out. As soon as Piston Honda's knocked the fuck out, that's the end. How fast was that? Like, less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, I was able to get past that motherfucker. Like, it's not that difficult if you ask me. So, with that in mind, that's my idea. And and I was like, this is definitely the one thing that I wanted to, that I wanted to have done. Okay, give me a second. For some reason, this is yeah, it's doing stuff. So anyways, yeah, so there's that. So that was my idea. That's how I wanted it done. Now, when he called me, he ended up like the first thing he asked me was, so how did it go at the last, at the last con? I was like, shitty, dude. It was really shitty because I had 6 games that I wanted to do. I kept the games a secret. I wanted to make, I thought that it'd be a surprise, and then each game that I had for each bracket was like, each game that I had for each bracket was like multiplayer. So I thought maybe if I had 2 people playing simultaneously, I could have 4 people playing at the same time with some of the games. But a lot of the games were a little bit more obscure and I kept them hidden. So it was like, not a whole lot of people really had interest. However, I don't know if you could consider this a good thing or a bad thing, but at the time that I was doing my event, a big fight fucking broke out between some pro BBS kid and Acetone beating the shit out of this guy. I guess he was like talking shit on Mr. Happy or something. I don't fucking know. All I remember is that Acetone was involved and it was because this dude was fucking talking shit, and I guess he was like trying to create problems. So a fight fucking broke out. The con got shut down, and I just said, fuck it. I just, Mr. Happy let me know because I was the last person in the area to unplug all of my shit and bring it back. So everything kind of went to shit. He's like, yeah, it sounds like it went really shitty. I said, dude, yeah, I'm saying, like, the fucking shit was shitty. Shittier than shit. Right? So like, I talked to and I reminded him that I talked to him about what happened when it concerned my event, and he gave me some pointers, basically saying that I should not have hidden the fucking game list, so that way people had time to practice the games that were selected in that shit. And I said, you have a point. So I took that into consideration. However, in the last few years, I have been on Twitch doing my thing, and I have run into a variety of different communities. And there is a niche market for speedrunning. Most of the people that I know, like that are in speedrunning, they have insanely high time. Like I know a guy who beat Ninja Gaiden in 10 minutes. Ninja fucking Gaiden. Hell, there was the same guy beat Ninja Gaiden in Ninja Gaiden 2 shorter time. He beat Ninja Gaiden 2 quicker than he beat Ninja Gaiden 1. So like, and this dude is a fucking this dude is an Adonis on fucking Ninja Gaiden. Wonderful player, very PG of a guy. So like considering that we juggalos are very, very fucking foul mouthed and shit, I'm not even gonna bother telling you who the guy is. I guess you can try to figure it out for yourself. But I came across a lot of really cool people in the speedrunning community. Now, at first, Rob was like, he was like, yeah, speedrunning is such a niche market. He didn't think that it would appeal somewhat to the juggalos, and I was like, but it's like, dude, it's a race to the finish, and to me, like, I felt like that was something that could be done. And it's not like we have to play all the fucking games to beat the games. I was like, how long Galaga is. He's like, let me tell you something. I have a Galaga cabinet in my house, and there's actually like he's like, there's a kill run in that game where if you play the game twice in a loop, the game just kills itself. And I was like, that is interesting. I did not know that. He's like, yeah, I've played it enough times to be able to get to it. Uh, and I was like, well, I don't know if it has it on the NES game or anything like that. He goes, wait, Galaga's on the Nintendo? Yeah, dude. Like back in the day, there was a lot of arcade ports that got ported over to the NES. Galaga's one of them. That's why, that's why when I decided to do this again and decided to do the speedrunning thing, I had Galaga in mind because of the history between Galaga and you and Joe. I don't know about Joey, but definitely you and Joe. Because I remembered that story that Joe talked about in the book, where when you guys were working as caddies at the golf course, there was a Galaga machine in the caddy shack, and you guys put in a lot of coin into that. So knowing that, I really felt like that this was an important thing. Uh, I felt like that this was definitely something that needed to be added. And then he was like, well, what about the other games? I was like, I honestly wanted it to be something involving you guys, you know, personally picked by you, Joe, and Joey. And I already knew Galaga was basically a fucking shoe. He also suggested Super Mario Brothers. He said that he remembered when Joey had a Nintendo and they would go over to his house to play Mario Brothers all the fucking time. And then he was like, you also need to have something that's a little bit more, that's a little bit more known and popular, something that really people really tend to enjoy. And we both fucking agreed on Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And so, we're fucking gonna do that. So that's how we fucking agreed on the games. So Galaga, Super Mario, and Punch Out. And as I told him, I was like, he was more along the lines of a point system or something, and I'm personally like more along the lines of speed running it and going through the games as fast as you can, kind of like a race. However, there, like given certain parameters, there are certain things that could possibly change within the confines of the rules. One of the things that he suggested was an elimination system where at any given point during the, because he was just like, so what if you die in the games? I was like, if you lose all your lives, you've got to start that game back at the beginning. So like if you lose all your lives in Galaga, you've got to start over from the fucking beginning, is what I was gonna say. And he was like, well, I'm only gonna be able to give you a 2 hour window. So you're gonna have to change that up. So like if you die all your lives, then you are eliminated. So if you play Galaga and you lose all your lives, you're gone. If you make it past fucking, if you make it past Galaga, but you fucking lose all your lives in Super Mario Brothers just trying to get to level 1, 2, you're out. If you get knocked out playing fucking, if you get knocked out by any of those boxers as you're playing uh, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you're out, eliminated. Um, so like so it's basically, you have to race to the finish with a possible elimination system because we have a 2 hour window. And I don't think it's going to take 10 minutes for you to be able to go out and I don't think it's going to take more than 10 minutes for some of these people to fucking get through these eliminations. Like it took me less than 10 minutes, but I'm a fucking nerd and I play these games all the fucking time. To be totally honest, I'll be honest with you. Galaga and Super Mario and Punch Out, all three of those games are games I have not touched in a while. I've been spending the last month playing Final Fantasy V on Twitch just to try to fucking earn the money back on that game, which I did, and I beat it recently. But now it's at a point where now I have these, so like I just played those games just now. And there were a couple of times where I almost died, so it's like one of those things where it's like, this to me is where it's got to be. So it's like, okay, you have 10 minutes to fucking beat this game, to beat all three of these games. If you die all of your lives in any of those games or you get knocked out while playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you're out. Okay? Whoever's the closest to beating Piston Honda at the end of a 10-minute round is going to be the person who, advances to the next round. And we're going to keep on doing that. We have a 2 hour window. We're going to be able to figure out who the fucking winner is on that. So I'm hoping that this will be a successful thing and I will be able to come back next year to do it all over again with different games and different specialty things, and maybe with a longer fucking time slot. 2.5 hours, 3 hours could possibly be the possibility. If someone gets knocked out by Glass Joe, I'm going to call him the worst Punch Out player of all time. Bro, if somebody dies at the fucking first Goomba, that's going to be a problem. Like, that motherfucker will not be able to live the rest of his days as a common Juggalo nerd, shit like that. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to see a whole bunch of ninjas there. I have a feeling that there's going to be a couple of people there that aren't going to be happy that I am driving all the way from Michigan to Massachusetts, especially if you're from Massachusetts and you don't like me, or if you're from a nearby state like Vermont and you don't like me. I'll see you at the con, fam. Bring a controller. And by the way, also, but to finish this up, this I thought was very funny, at least to me. So, like I told you guys, as you can see in that picture, I'm holding an NES Mini, right? I have the NES Mini. I have a Super NES Mini. I have both of the Sega Genesis Minis. I have the fucking PlayStation Mini. I don't have the TurboGrafx 16 PC Engine, you know. So that's another thing that I need to get. However, that has nothing to do with anything except for the NES Mini that I'm holding in my hand. Rob ended up asking me if I have all of the equipment that I'm going to need. They are gonna provide two big flat screen TVs that I'll be able to hook the NES up to, and we'll be able to do the damn. However, I was like, yeah, dude, I can get, I can get whatever I need in order to fucking get it. It's not a problem because I have three regular Nintendos. Okay, I have three regular Nintendos. I have one with a flash cart jammed into it. I also have two copies of Super Mario Brothers, and I have two copies of, well, I have one copy of Punch Out, and I have one other copy of Mike Tyson's Punch Out. However, I don't have physical copies of Galaga, so that was kind of that was kind of a problematic thing. So I was like, okay, how do I rectify this? There are three options that I took. Okay, one would be to find two physical copies of Galaga, and then I could bring two regular Nintendos with me, right? The other option would have been, but that would have been time consuming to try to find those in the wild. I don't normally like to buy stuff on eBay, especially with video games and shit. I have in the past, but that's usually like a last resort thing if I can't find it in the wild. The second option would have been get another flash cart. So I went on Amazon to check out how much it's going to cost to get a brand new flash cart. $147 fucking dollars to get a flash cart. I would have been able to get it by the next day, but pricey, too pricey. So the last resort would be get another NES Mini. Even though I don't fucking need it, I'll get another NES Mini. So I looked it up. I found one on eBay, refurbished, complete in box for fucking $85. That seems like the more applicable choice. So I ordered it and it will be here tomorrow. So I will have two regular Nintendo Minis to be able to do this shit, and with the help of a soft modding application on my computer called HackChi, I will be able to dumb these fucking systems down to just those three games. To make it so that way switching from one game to the next will be a lot quicker for anybody who's going to be having anything to do with that tournament. So, with that being said, I'm hoping that it's going to be a big fucking hit. I don't know what else is going to be going on at the same time as me doing my fucking event. And hopefully there's not another fucking fist fight that happens during my event that shuts down the entire con. And that's my TED Talk. Moving on to the next topic of conversation. I saw this on Instagram. So Ouija Macc apparently is doing dieting and stuff like that. I'm wondering if like the people on the internet have actually finally started to get to him, because if you've looked at him recently, like the motherfucker looks like melted silly putty at this point. If you've ever seen this dude shirtless, he literally looks like melted silly putty, especially from the back. The dude's got a paunch as big as mine. I'm gonna stand up. I'll show you this shit, all right? Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm there, dude. All right, so like, and Ouija Macc has the same fucking stomach. I don't know if he has the same back as me. Probably not. Or I don't know if I have the same back as him. But he literally looks like somebody blowtorched a fuck Stretch Armstrong. Like, so he had been posting pictures on Instagram and talking about how he is now starting to do some working out. He is starting to diet again and trying to lose some weight. And he's like drinking more water, I guess, and he's not eating past 9 p.m. So I guess Ouija Macc decided to call 1-800-99-Jenny, and he's doing he's doing the thing. It's like, see, here's the thing that I said. And I thought that this was a very fucking poignant argument. How the fuck are you vegan and this fucking fat? Okay, like how are you fucking vegan and that fat when you don't have 10 pounds of red meat in your colon? Like, What are you eating that is making you that fucking large? And I'm not saying this to diss Ouija Macc. I'm just saying this out of a reality question. Like, you, dude, you eat fucking soy bacon and fucking wheat grass. All right? Like, this is your fucking daily life, is eating soy products and salad. How in the fuck are you as big as me around the middle? I don't understand. Nevertheless, though, I do hope that whatever it is that he's doing is going to be a success, because I don't like to see motherfuckers that feel shitty about themselves. And I'm also noticing that he is rocking the Old Spice underarm deodorant, so that's a good thing. But like, just looking at him, he literally doesn't look like he's pleased with himself. Like, he's literally looking in the mirror and he is judging himself. How in the fuck did I make myself look like this? Could be a lot of touring and bad road food. I don't know if they have like a vegan special at Waffle House or not, or whatever the fuck. Nevertheless, though, it's one of those things, you know. And I plan on trying to do the same thing. I want to try to gain. I want to try to lose all the gains that I've gotten, but it's very tough to fucking let go of Red Bull. The last time I lost a massive amount of weight was because I gained a massive depression over a breakup and nearly killed myself. I'm over it now, sort of. Nevertheless, um, I did lose a lot of weight, and I looked good when I lost it. I did a lot of night walking, but I can't do it now. I don't have the time to be able to do any of that shit now because, well, DCG Con is coming up and Juggalo weekend, and I booked a fucking hotel stay over at the Sturbridge Host Hotel, and that's going to cost me $700. And that's just for the hotel. I also need to get money for food, gas, merch, and might as well go to fucking Juggalo weekend since I'm already there. So that's another $250. So I got at least $1,000 to make in the next 33 days. And then maybe after that, I could possibly start shoehorning a little exercise into my day after Juggalo weekend. I don't know. This doesn't look like Battletoads. Yeah, you would know, sending me all that gay porn fucking shit in my DMs, Scully. How you doing, buddy? I'm glad that you're around again. Like, this motherfucker took a joke based off of fucking Battletoads and amped it up to 11 by DMing me fucking gay Battletoads porn on Discord, and it pissed me off because it just got too out of control. Like, I asked people to pump the fucking brakes, and instead they fucking mashed on the gas. So, whatever. But let's go on to the last topic of conversation here, which I find this kind of funny. I don't know if y'all remember when I did a reaction video to this motherfucker, Midnight Yami. I've been seeing this all over Facebook. Have you seen this? Have you heard of this? So apparently there is something going on between him and this other dude by the name of Slim Dre Drizzy. And what's funny is that this picture, Juggalos have been finding this picture of Slim Dre Drizzy and Slim himself trying to compare himself to other rappers. Some say I look like Lil Wayne. Some say I look like this motherfucker. Some say I look like that motherfucker. No, motherfucker, you look like a black fucking Joker who really has an obsession, if you look up here, an obsession with the video game Quake. All right, so like, what in the fuck is it with all of these fucking people that are coming into the Juggalo community thinking that they can just be vultures in this bitch. See, this right here is why we need fucking gatekeeping. And what's funny to me is that even this motherfucker is actually saying that. I literally saw a post from Midnight and Yami that said, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we need gatekeeping, y'all. Motherfucker, we've been trying to gatekeep since 1997, alright? When ICP finally fucking hit the mainstream and got a worldwide audience thanks to the fuck shit that happened at Hollywood Records. And this is something that I am going to this is definitely something that I will die on this hill. Okay, Insane Clown Posse got a vast majority of their popularity from the Hollywood Records thing, from the Island Records documentary. This is 100%. And this was the reason why Juggalos needed to start fucking gatekeeping. Because of nationwide popularity. And there was some idiot that tried to argue this shit. He was just like, when did people start gatekeeping? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, 1997. And he's just like, oh, no, it wasn't then. It was blah, blah, blah. No, motherfucker. It was 1997 when gatekeeping needed to start. If it didn't start in 1997, then it started in 1998. And the reason being is because when ICP got fucking signed to Island Records, they got their album back on shelves and they started their nationwide tour. This was the beginning of a bunch of people who only went to their shows and bought their albums strictly because of the hype. And a lot of people, that's the first album that fucking went platinum, all right? Almost double platinum since 1997. But it went platinum, and it took 2 years of them doing shows and touring and all of that shit and working with other mainstream artists. That is what caused a lot of people to come into the Juggalo community that weren't even fucking Juggalos. The only reason why most of these people who bought the Great Malenko was because of all the hype behind that shit. How do you not see that? Like, this was the advent of fucking groupies fucking Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope. And you could tell that they were groupies because they would fuck Violent J and then they would go talk to Shaggy in his fucking bus with one of Violent J's dick hairs in their tooth. And then after that, it would be a continuation of like, okay, you can't fuck ICP, so fuck the road crew or something like that, you know? And it was like people like that only fucking came into the fold because they thought it was popular. Nowadays, we need gatekeeping because of juggalos that, you know, like because of supposed juggalos that are coming in and trying to fucking gain clout tokens by having us thinking that we'll automatically accept anyone and everyone. Like, are you fucking serious, man? Like, let's be realistic here, fam. We actually, and I have shown this multiple times, even on this show, that we have motherfuckers that are coming into the Juggalo community thinking that they'll be able to capitalize on whatever it is that they're trying to do with their shitty music careers and trying to gain clout points. All right? These motherfuckers are trying to gain clout tokens by trying to impress the fucking Juggalos? Because a lot of people in their minds, they probably believe that there's a lot of simplicity in the Juggalo community. We'll listen to anything if we're willing to listen to trash like Insane Clown Posse, right? So what do we end up having? We end up having Midnight and Yami coming up with Juggalo Cowboy. Take a look at me. I am trying to bank off the cloud of ICP with his wife and all of that. And then on top of that, you got this motherfucker looking like Diet fucking Joker mixed in with Tech 9 and fucking Mushroom Head. Like, are you trying to fucking imitate Slipknot with your fucking shit? And red hair? Oh, some people think I look like Tech 9. No, motherfucker, you look like a douche nozzle trying to capitalize on the fucking Juggalo community. Not as much, not in the same vein as this motherfucker, but definitely you have that fucking look of just like, I am trying too hard to impress the what I would consider to be the lowest hanging fruit. But what's funny to me is that both of these guys apparently, like, somebody jokingly said something about there being a beef between Midnight and Yami and Slim Drizzy, right? But then all of a sudden, Midnight and Yami post this shit. Like, it's funny as hell to me. It's funny as hell to me. So Slim Drizzy posts this shit. Like, I guess there was like something that Slim Dre ended up posting something about Midnight and Yami, right? And Midnight and Yami ends up DMing him saying, "Yo, are you dead ass right now? Because if you want to take it there, we can. We stay on demon time over here." Oh god, he lives in Columbus. So he fucking posts it in the Gathering of the Juggalos Facebook group, and he says, "Yeah, I'm dead ass, little Juff. This ain't no gimmick. Sweet, gorgeous cheeks. I want your fake Mario Judah looking ass up out of here." I'd rather play skits at a gathering and get jumped, pissed, and shitted on than listen to a man rap about taking glizzies down his throat while his wife watch and claps like a cut queen. And it's like, okay, look, why are these two fighting over who's the shiniest turd? Like, that's basically how I'm looking at this. Is that these two guys are pretty much just arguing over who is the shiniest turd. It doesn't matter if you are the shiniest turd, you're still a turd. Okay? And on top of that, it's like, if you go in that fucking group, by the way, there are so many female fucking bots, and even I started fucking with them. Like, there was this one chick who was like trying to claim that she was a fucking juggalette, and I'm just like, okay, nice try, officer, because everybody else is like not believing this shit at all. That like you've got this super hot looking fucking blonde chick that is claiming to be a fucking juggalo, and some people are like, the background of your house looks too clean to be fucking jugging, and like there was like some dude who was immediately fucking saying, "Okay, what's your OnlyFans?" And she's like, "Hit me up in a DM," and I'm like, "Nice try, officer." And apparently they didn't get the joke. They just responded to whatever it was that I said in comments. But it's like, okay, look, we've got Midnight Yami and Slim Drizzy now fighting over who's the fucking shinier turd. Personally, I think they're both Juffs. Although I will give Midnight and Yami credit where credit is due. He is really fucking stepping up his game to try to prove his jugness in this fucking group, on fucking Facebook, in the community, all of that other shit. And I'll give him props on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Low tire music artist who tries to claim to be a juggalo. That's basically what it is. And this shit is just like, yeah, Ninja with the pencil's on point. Where's the fucking popcorn, bruh? Like, that's where I'm at right now with this shit. And Slim Drizzy, this has to be a fucking, like, this has to be this fucking uh gimmicky shit. But out of curiosity, I figured, you know what? Let's take a look at one of his music videos. So I downloaded Trenchfoot Salvador Returns by Slim Drizzy. What the fuck? Okay, who's ready for the fucking burial? Show show the hammer emojis if you guys are ready for the fucking burial, because I'm pretty sure that that's what's about to happen. I got excited for a sec. I thought your title said Ouija Macc X Johnny Craig. No, Jenny Craig. Because he's fucking dieting, man. Alright. Alright, I see some hammer emojis coming up in the fucking chat. Let's fucking Yep, there's some more. Oh, Dragon Slayer really wants to see this fucking burial. All right, let's bury this motherfucker because I have a feeling that that's going to happen. All right, here we go. Trenchfoot Salvador returns. I'm assuming that this is like Slim Dre Drizzy's Slim Shady version or something like that. Trenchfoot Salvador. Okay, for some reason my computer decided to have a seizure. What the fuck? Speaking of seizures, like this motherfucker's having a Tourette's seizure while trying to read a comic book or some shit. Let's start it over. Okay, very bassy fucking trap beat. Oh god, you're already ready for fucking failure. I don't know if you've realized this, but a lot more of the more successful underground Juggalo artists tend to have more simplistic shit rather than trying to do this trap shit. As I've said before, motherfuckers and motherfuckettes who could be watching live, who could be watching in post. Um, every single one of you fucking trap rappers sound exactly like fucking Ouija Macc. Like every single one of you motherfuckers sounds like a guy walking around wearing a backpack asking people to check out your SoundCloud. Stop. Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's try to see if we can stop not on the red light here. I think he's reading a death note. Let me go back to 7 seconds here. God damn it. Yeah, that looks like a death note. Look at what is this? Why must everybody fucking do this? Okay. Oh god. Where are my books? Where are my books? I have an idea. Oh damn, do I not have that anymore? Fuck. Fuck, I was gonna start reading Annabelle Lee. Because that's like actually let's like these fake Death Note fans. Look, I know Slim Dre Drizzy is not his real name, but hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on. Fam, don't let me find out what your real name is. I'm just saying. That's not what I wanted to do. That's better. We're keeping it fucking widescreen in this bitch. But like I said, don't let me find out what your real fucking name is. I have a death note and I'm not afraid to use it. Anyway, yeah, let's watch him have a seizure again. Okay. What the fucking Pennywise style is that? And at the very beginning, he sounds like fucking Will Ramos from Lorna Shore at the end of To the Hellfire. And then he sounds like fucking Pennywise when he raps. What the fuck is going on? Gay softcore. Don't say anything racist. Don't say anything racist. Don't say anything racist. Okay. I'm trying, fam. All I'm just seeing is a black dude rapping and a white girl in the music video, and like, I'm not trying to fucking say anything stupid. So I'm just gonna try to keep my mouth shut on this one. But what the fuck? Why is he trying to sound like Pennywise? Like seriously, like and not the fucking Pennywise from the original It movie, the new one. This is your inspiration, fam? Oh my god, that right there, that was gay as shit. Like, oh my god. Is this trying too hard? I feel like that this is trying way too hard. This is almost on Skits Craven levels of fucking cringe. Okay, typical fucking smoking weed lines. What the fuck is there's substance to this fucking song? Internet, do your job, please. Do your fucking job. I've only got one name that's written in this fucking thing, and it didn't work right, but I'm hoping for the best on the next time I fucking write somebody's name in this motherfucker. Internet, do your thing. You know what to do. What in the fuck is this shit I'm watching? I mean, at least he's got fucking substance to his. In a way, it's like the flow is fine. The changing of the pitch at a constant rate where he tries to sound like fucking shit Pennywise is annoying as shit to me, and I don't understand if there's any substance to the lyricism. The beats are dope though. The beat I dig. I'm not gonna lie, I dig the beat. So whoever's producing this music is actually pretty tight. Oh, fuck. I just realized something. I forgot to turn the mute off the desktop audio. So that's my bad. Yeah, the here, I'll fucking get to this point. Here. I'm glad. Thank you for pointing that out, Dragon Slayer. I wish somebody did that fucking earlier. Alright. He sounds like Scooby Doo took whippets. No, here, I'll fucking show you. Is that better?
Hey, yo, Daniel, what's this? Whoa. Hey, shit.
Right here. He has like a seizure.
Whoa. Shit. They call me Trish with Salvador. Gone for 3 years now, I'm back for more. Something shots that's on the court, but what's up there? I'm on tour. These things keep talking to me.
You hear this shit?
To me. Tell me a spin, yeah, once again. Once I pop me a cherry, I'm gonna win. Shit.
You hear this shit? Do you hear the same shit I'm hearing? And this motherfucker wants to beef with Midnight and Yami? He's basically fucking going up on here and being like, I'm the shiniest turd.
Yo, broke ass nigga, bitch, tell me why you hate so much. It's because I ball, I stand up every time I fall. Black nigga in the Bentley, tinted wheels, cause I like to get risky. And I like to shoot. Tell me, baby girl, where is he loot?
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty, and that looks fucking gay. Oh my god, he's doing... No, Bobcat Goldthwait was a genius. This is fucking him trying to pretend that he's it. Like, he thinks he's Pennywise from It. Oh my god, it sounds like... Oh yeah, it sounds like the Epic Rap Battles version of Pennywise, but worse. Yeah, it's shit. Reminds me of the South Park episode, all I hear is shit. All I taste is shit. Like, and it's not because, and I'm saying this is not because of my, my cynicism is not because of my age. Let's just keep that in mind. Like, if this is supposed to be wicked shit, now, like I said, I dig the flow of the beat. I dig the flow of his lyricism. I think his lyrics are shit, and I think that his fucking vocality is shit. Like, the way that he constantly is like trying to up and down his fucking pitch is annoying as fuck with this. Please tell me that this is not the entirety of your fucking gimmick. If this is a whole album, may God have mercy on this man's soul. Like, when you're doing your best Pennywise and having a stroke. That's basically it. And then also at the same time, like at the very beginning of the fucking song, he sounds like Will Ramos from Lorna Shore at the end of the song To the Hellfire when he does the pig metal thing. He is shit. Yeah, he is a shitty artist, but he is also the shiniest turd at this point.
Nowadays I'm smoking on your mama. Prestige, feel like Obama. I'm a Leo, queen on my ties.
Okay. Hold on. He said something about Obama? What is going on? My phone started going off for some fucking reason. Hold on a second.
I like to shoot. Tell me, baby girl, where is he loot?
Yeah, that. Queer eye for the horrorcore guy.
Been a long time since I'm smoking on ganja. Nowadays I'm smoking on your mama. Prestige, feel like Obama.
Did he say prestigious like I'm Obama? And then he also said something about my mama and smoking ganja, which is a usual thing. And then what's the last thing he says?
Mama, prestige, feel like Obama. I'm a Leo, Hakuna Matata.
I'm a Leo, Hakuna Matata. Okay, that I kind of understand. Because Leo, Lion, Hakuna Matata, the Lion King. I get that kind of combination of wording and everything. But what does that have to do with being prestigious like Obama and smoking ganja and something about my mom? Where does all of this fucking fit together?
Bitches and all them go. I promise you don't wanna be my foe. Got senses too in a big boat.
I promise you don't want to be my foe. I'm pretty sure that I've talked enough shit in the minute of song that you have, that I have shown here, and I'm probably gonna I'm gonna kill you with my hatchet. I'll see you at the gathering, fam. Response in my DMs.
I'm a straight foot nigga. I'll stomp you hoes. Not a Twilight fan, but hey, I am a Collins. Got the demons in my head. I'll slit my wrist and lose conscience. Black blood, all on the floor. Hold on, Trish. Looks like you need to slow their roll.
Can you imagine this guy doing this type of style of music for the next 30 fucking years? Because I feel like that this is like on that young man's game kind of shit. You're not going to be able to do this until you're fucking 50. All right, the Clowns, on the other hand, they were actually able to figure out how to do something and have been able to expand their legacy over the next over the past 30 years and then some. like almost 35 years those motherfuckers have been in the game. The way that Ouija is doing his shit, like personally, I think that he could possibly shuck out enough shit to last for another 10 to 20 years. But I do feel like he's running out of gas because he's doing the same fucking horrorcore shit. Like he has done horrorcore trap style shit over the last fucking, like since Gutter Water fucking came out, or Trash Fire, or maybe even back when he was doing fucking Swag Tooth. I don't know because I didn't listen to Swag Tooth when that was around. But like, it's seriously like the gimmick is kind of starting to get tired because of how much fucking music he puts out. And I feel like that Ouija is kind of starting to run out of gas. This motherfucker, I don't know how long he thinks he's going to be able to last doing this type of shit. In this fashion, this trash.
It's pretty dark in here. I don't need no lights. Let's cut them off for a second. They call me Trish with Salvador. Gone for 3 years, now I'm back for more. Sad thing is shots that's on the court, but what's up there? I'm on tour.
So what? He was gone for 3 fucking years and now he's back? What was he doing 3 years ago? I have not heard of this motherfucker until last week. So like, what have you been doing, fam? You've been just like fucking sitting around on SoundCloud or something like that? Hoping that your Reverb Nation profile goes up somewhere?
Just keep talking to me. These demons keep talking to me. Tell me a spin, yeah, once again. Once I pop me a cherry, I'm gonna win. You a broke ass nigga, bitch, tell me why you hate so much.
Listen to yourself. That's your answer. Apparently, like, this dude is trying too hard to be fucking cool. Just watching this dipshit that thinks he's Pennywise.
It's because I ball, I stand up every time I fall.
No. It's because you are trying too hard to fucking cater to an audience that obviously thinks that you're a Juff.
Black nigga in a Bentley, sending wheels cause I like to get risky.
Oh god. That's part of the chorus. I just realized that. Hold on.
Ass nigga, bitch, tell me why you hate so much. It's because I ball, I stand up every time I fall.
Right here.
Black nigga in a Bentley, sending wheels cause I like to get risky.
Okay. The phrase black nigga in a Bentley is what he said. Okay. I mean, I guess that works because, there's white ones too. Asians. Like if you watch that commercial for the fucking Play Haters hotline or something like that, it's like buff niggas, dork niggas, Asian niggas, white niggas, suck my dick, bitch, fuck you. That kind of shit. He said risk, gay, slow, total fucking Juff. Bro hit us with the light A. Yeah. But like, in the Bentley, this is in your chorus. That's the argument that I'm fucking making here. That line, black nigga in a Bentley, is in your chorus. So you had to say it twice. Who cares? I care less about him being in a Bentley than Ouija Macc fucking being in a Tesla. Okay? I drive a Prius. The worst car that I've ever fucking had was a Sunfire. Native American in a Toyota. Right. Keep it going. What? Mexican in a Pinto? Okay, that's racist. No, hold on a second. Asian in a Ford F-150. He reminds me of Ski Mask Yami, another horrible horrorcore artist. Oh God. I don't give a fuck about this shitty music. Oh God. Fuck. Let's see if there's any other. Are there any other ones that we could possibly fucking work with? I don't know. Egyptian and a Yugo, Russian and a Winnebago. that's that's comedy right there. Holy shit, Russian and a Winnebago, motherfucker. Oh God. Run that back to the summer escape part. All right, hold on. He rips off Lord Infamous's rap style. Shit.
But what's up there? I'm on tour. These demons keep talking to me. These demons keep talking to me. Tell me a spin, yeah, once again. Once I pop me a cherry, I'm gonna win. You a broke ass nigga, bitch, tell me why you hate so much. It's because I ball. I stand up every time I fall. Black nigga in the Bentley, sending wheels, cause I like to get risky. And I
Risque. Okay, I hear it. I hear it now. Risque. Risque. Yeah, that he definitely is risque. Oh, let's see.
bitch, tell me why you hate so much. It's because I ball. I stand up every time I fall.
He's trying to be
Black
little
nigga in the
bean.
Bentley, sending wheels, cause I like to get risky. And I like to shoot. Tell me, baby girl, where is he loot? Fucking ass.
Okay. Like, a vast majority of this music video is just, like, interesting lighting. What the fuck was... Yeah, what the fuck is that? This is terrible fucking music, Coco. This is terrible shit. Okay, so now we have that. Let's take a look at the fucking competition, shall we? Like, I've already done a video of Midnight and Yami with that stupid Juggalo cowboy song that he fucking did. But apparently he wanted to do another one. This is the most recent one shot by Ricky, which is Midnight and Yami's live performance of Glizzy Demon. Oh yeah, I mean Coco, I don't get me wrong, like some of the effects that he put onto this, especially like some of the speed up shit was okay, but just like listening to the goddamn way he pronounces shit was just terrible.
Looks like you need to slow the roll.
Right here. I mean, yeah, the scariness is, it makes sense. But
Dark in here.
with this, wait for it. Wait for it.
For a second. They call me Trish with Salvador. Gone for 3 years, now I'm back for more. Sound taking shots at the sound of court, but what's up there? I'm on tour.
It sounds like a drugged out Pennywise. And it's not fucking cool. But anyways, yeah, so let's watch Midnight and Yami's Glizzy Demon video.
One more time. 3, 2, 1, Glizzy.
2 glizzies, 1 grandma.
Let's see who has the shiniest turd.
Thank you. Thank y'all. You're welcome. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all too.
That was almost an Eiffel Tower. That was awesome. Thank you.
She doesn't know. Okay, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, let's see how terrible this gets.
So much.
Glizzy Demon, baby. Hey, hey, never need a reason, baby. Hey, okay, hey.
Okay, so there's already an upgrade in the fucking music production as opposed to Juggalo fucking cowboy.
Hey, hey, look, leave it up to me. Hey, I'll gladly take that glizzy. Yeah, they done chow some dogs, well, we some wolves, we get them busy. Glizzy to the throat, it made me choke, it made me dizzy. Hey.
What the fuck? No! did his wife write this fucking song? And he just... What the fuck? Ah! No! No! Oh my fucking Jesus. Why? How is this a video about Glizzy and it's a bunch of dudes standing around? It's a Glizzy party, bro. That's what it is. Holy shit. It's a manly Glizzy party.
We get him busy. Glizzy to the throat, it made me choke, it made me dizzy. Hey, grab the mustard, grab the ketchup. Glizzy party, no diddy. Glizzy demon, baby. Never need a reason, baby.
And it's 3 dudes. It's 3 fucking dudes doing the Guac Guac 5000 in a song.
Take a load of semen, baby.
Bruh. Look, I have seen better music videos. And one with Coco in it, by the way. And that video was majestic. Like, I gave it a double G rating. Yeah, I've never heard his music before, and I never will again. Well, if you want to continue being fucking... What are we doing? We are fucking torturing ourselves. This is called self-loathing. Alright? I hate myself to a point where I have to watch this shit.
I'm a glizzy demon, baby. Glizzy, 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 get busy.
Look, save those motherfuckers for the gathering of the Juggalos the next time that fucking Blase Rose performs on stage. You'll know what to do.
Glizzy, glizzy.
This is what one of them, a hot dog. God, I hate this trash.
Glizzy, get busy. Glizzy,
There's 2 of them now.
glizzy, get busy. Hit
There's 2 of them now, and the other guy in the hot dog outfit looks like Harry Sisson from TikTok.
hit the glizzy, baby. I remember a time when you can eat a glizzy without saying no diddy.
Oh my god. This motherfucker is singing about glizzies, but he acts like he belongs in the ravioli gang. Like, no. Look, as a card-carrying member of Glizzy Gang, you are not accepted, fam. Like, you can go to the opposition. You can hang out with the fucking Noodle Boys. I guess so, Dragon. Shit. And now he's fucking... Now he's singing like he's R. Kelly.
Them times are gone, so gone, so gone now.
Ain't no way.
What am I on a video for?
Look, it's Harry Sisson.
It's a music video. Here's the rapper.
Fucking God. Oh, God. Dude, no, it's... They started off talking about old Eiffel towering an old lady, and it's like, no, apparently they want the Eiffel Tower. What the fuck is going on here? And not a single one of those is a fucking coney.
Glizzy demon, baby. Never need a reason, baby. Take a load of semen, baby. I'm a glizzy demon, baby.
Oh, that guy's getting fired. So apparently the other guy in the Glizzy outfit is probably working somewhere. And that guy's getting fired. I agree to that one, that's a good point. He missed out on the opportunity to sample Suckin' on Chili Dog by John Mellencamp. Yeah. Oh, what's the name of that fucking song? I know the song that you're talking about because of that line. Suck it out, chili dog. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Oh yeah, life goes on. Thank you, Jack and Diane. Thank you. The name escaped me for a second, but I knew the song. Oh God, they talking about semen, and I'm out. They talking about. I don't know if they're talking about somebody else sucking dick or they want to suck a dick. I'm not sure. I'm confused about all of this. But no, you are not accepted in the Glizzy gang, dude. Like, how much is left of this shit? Yeah, I'd say that's enough. I'm a Glizzy demon, baby. Yeah, not to be confused with Ravioli Angel. Okay, Glizzy Demon. As opposed, like, that should be the next song that Midnight and Yami comes out with. He did Glizzy Demon. Now he needs to do Ravioli Angel and make it a love song. Because Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess it's up to you guys to determine. Hold on a second. It's up to you guys. I need to make a sound effect added onto that so you hear that shh. Okay. You guys make the distinction, I guess. To any, right now, who has the shiniest turd? Between the two, who has the shiniest turd? Is it Midnight and Yami? Or is it Slim Goody? Or whatever the fuck his name is. Slim Dre Drizzy. Who has the shiniest turd? I think I'm going to close out the show with that question, that burning question. So, everybody that's in the chat, put it in there before I close out the night. People who are watching in post, I want to see that in the comments. Who has the shiniest fucking turd? Slim Dre Drizzy or Midnight and Yami? With that being said, I'm getting up out of here. Thank you guys for being here watching with me tonight. Unfortunately, I will not be doing anything other than this show for the next 33 days because I need to make money doing Grubhub and whatever else so that way I can get my happy ass over to the DCG Con. Because if you missed it, I've got an event going. And with that being said, I'm out this bitch. See you guys next week. God only knows whether or not the next episode is going to be an improvement. My brain hurts from watching that bullshit. Yeah, that thing. The giant fucking Lizzie. 2 shiny turds for this fucking shit. I need to find better music videos. God damn it. To the people who make music that I like, please come out with a video soon. So that way I can fucking, Narfle the Garthok to it. With that being said, I'm out of here, dude. See you guys next week. No video games for the next month. Deuces.